Okay, I thought I'd go out and do some camping and photography for a few days. And the way I organized this is I've got a big cooler, but there's nothing in it. What I mean by nothing in it is no food. I've got just equipment in there, like my stove for cooking, my pots and pans, propane cylinders, my blow-up bed, things like that. So that keeps it all in one place, so I can just pull it out and have it in one place. These two items here are basically my tents. They're instant setups. I got them on Amazon. I have a link in the bottom if you guys want. But one is a tent to sleep in, and the other is just a screen tent. So one's going to be a kitchen and one's going to be a place to sleep. I don't cook where I sleep just because of the fact of bears and stuff. So I usually keep the kitchen away from me in case something does come along. And I'll hear a lot of noise in the screen tent if I'm sleeping in the main tent, but it keeps them away from me. My jugs of water. I kind of made that gadget up. And I only fill them maybe half full. I don't fill them full because they get pretty heavy. So, and that's only because when I take them out of the truck. And for 3 days I only need so much water. And of course I got a bunch of stuff inside the truck. And Luna sits in the back, my German Shepherd, and I have a bunch of camera equipment that sits on the passenger side. I'll probably stop off at Buffalo Park to take some photos when I pull in this morning before I actually go set up a camp. And it's about, I don't know, I started doing this about 5 o'clock in the morning. I've been at this for about an hour now. So, at any rate, almost packed up. I just got to get another cooler full of some steaks and food. And I guess I'll set that in the back. There's a quick setup. And we're going to go enjoy ourselves taking some photos. Okay, I went to the Buffalo Park and I don't know. I've seen like 6 buffalo and tried to get a couple shots. I didn't get nothing great. So now I'm heading in. It looks like it, oh Jesus. It looks like it was raining. I don't know. Because everything seems to be pretty wet here, but it hasn't been raining at my house, so I don't get it. Grass is really long. Definitely need to stay out of the grass because of the ticks. They found some new tick in Tennessee. I don't know, 6 of them so far. We got like, I don't know, 12, 14 different types of ticks now. It's ridiculous how serious that's getting. But I'm trying to find a place where I'm going to set up. I see a few places, but nothing that grabs me yet. I might set up along the water and then take down and then set up someplace else tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. We'll try that and see. But I'm out looking now, so I'll come back when I finally get going and get set up. Oh, big deer. Easy. Let's hit him. Alright. I don't know if you can see that car up there, but I came in here and they were stuck in a hole. I had to get my winch out and I had to pull them out. Why they drove down here, I don't know. I don't get it. They seem Asian, but didn't make any sense to me at all why they even drove down here. Just crazy. Because the only way they can get out now is by backing out. That's crazy. Okay, I have no idea what they were thinking, but you can see the road's all muddy, so they must have got rain here. And she decides she's going to go down here in the car with very little clearance. I mean, that little white car had very little clearance. I mean, it was a nice little sports car. The plate said they were from Texas, and I says, why did you go down here? And she says, well, me and my husband wanted to see the lake. I said, so you're not camping, you just want to see the lake. She says, that's right, we just want to see it. So I gave them directions where they can go see the lake. I pulled them out with my winch, and she backed it up. She did pretty good backing it up down the trail because there ain't enough room for 2 vehicles. So now she's off to go see the lake the right way. I don't understand people. Why would she turn down a trail? I mean, you guys gotta see this. Let me show you this. This is messed up. Okay, this thing is pure mud. And when she was backing out, she was spinning. She was having a hard time getting out of here, okay? I mean, you back out. Look at that tree over there. You gotta back out perfect out of this place. There's a big vine here on my left. I mean, look at this. It's gonna hit my mirror. See that? So that's wrapped around my mirror right there. And that thing's huge. And that's what you gotta watch when you come in here. Now, who knows? I might not even be able to get all the way in here. But this is pretty muddy. And I have no idea what she was thinking with that little car. She was like, I'm really stuck. She's lucky I followed her down here. I seen her turn down here and I went, why would she go down there? And I thought, I better follow her to go see what's going on. And sure enough, there she was stuck in a hole. Okay, let me drive down here, and if I see something bad, I'll show you. Okay, this is where she got stuck. She was stuck in that mud hole there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me back up. She was stuck up there in that mud hole. So I put the winch on her, and then I pulled her back and got her out of there. So let's go further. Okay, I made it in. It was rough. And everything's wet back here. Even the ground's damp. So it looks like they must have had a downpour here a couple days ago. And this is what they wanted to see. Can't say I blame them. You know? It is a pretty spot. So. Well, they're lucky I showed up. Or they would have been walking a ways, I'll tell you. Anyhow, I'm gonna get my tent set up. And I'll let you have a look at it. Maybe I'll cook myself some steak dinner. Alright, I gotta get to work. Okay, what's for supper? Well, sauteed mushrooms and butter. Look at that. Vegetable. Brussels sprouts. Steamed, of course. All being cooked on at Stanford. And this will be going in shortly. Extra thick cut T-bone. So T-bone with mushrooms with steamed Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. And of course, back down, I don't know if you can see it, can of peaches for nice dessert. And that'll be good. Still a little warm. It doesn't cool off that much, even though it's starting to get to be nighttime. But it should taste good. I don't know if I'll get any more video before the sun goes down, but if I do, we'll see. Okay, it's 9:30. I laid down and took a nap. Can you hear that? Oh my God. Listen to that. I had to use one of my camera lights because I left my lanterns at home, but stepped outside the tent to go to the bathroom and took Luna for a walk, and it's pitch black. And as soon as I turned that camera light on, oh my God, it was like attacked by a million moths. I was like, they were everywhere. You had to have the light on. You turn the light off and then everything was fine. They all went away, but turn the light on out there, holy jumping. Oh, if it wasn't for this tent and you were out there, you'd get attacked. Definitely don't have a light on, but then you can't see where you're going. But listen to that noise. That's just crazy. There's definitely a lot of frogs over there. They're not far away. Well, I'm going back to sleep. Could you sleep with that? I loved it, but not too many people could. Catch you later. What are those noises, Luna? What are those noises? It's like she don't care. She's heard the noises before. Still a little bit warm now. I have no idea what the temperature is, but it's not nowhere near as hot as what it was earlier today, but still a bit warm. Wow. I'm going back to bed. Okay, 5 o'clock in the morning, and looks like a beautiful day. A little chilly, probably 60, 64 degrees right now. Slept good. Those frogs after a while stopped. I think it was like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning they stopped. Is what they did. I woke up a couple times, but they were pretty loud, as you heard. Yeah, who knows, maybe later I'll take a nap anyways. But the sun's just coming up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and maybe a little later get some breakfast. Okay, this is the Canon EOS R with the 100x400 lens with the 1.4 extension, and probably having a hard time focusing. It's 5:30 in the morning, so I have no light really at all. And you see my settings there. Lowest I can get is my ISO is 800. I'm shooting in manual mode, and I've got this turned on. So when I click it, I'm sitting on the tripod, manual focus, and stabilizers off. Now we have a look at this. That's what we got right there. That looks pretty good. You know? Sharpness is alright. It's not too bad. So, my ISO is 800. Now if I bring the ISO down, say 4. That's still not too bad. Let's try that one. See, that's not too bad there. With the mist coming out the river there. So I like that. I've got some type of colored duck out there. He was too far out, I couldn't get a picture, but he came in. He was right on shore, like, I don't know, 4 feet, 5 feet away from me. But then he kind of swam off to the left, and I can hear him over there playing, but I can't get a photo of him. If I walk up there, I'll make too much noise and scare him. This is where it's called the patience game, where you just sit and wait and hope that he comes over here into my field of view where I can get a shot. in the meantime, I have to decide, do I want to shoot manual mode? Do I want to shoot TV mode, AV mode? A lot of times I'll shoot TV mode so I have control there. But if he's moving really slow and he's kind of sitting and eating, then I'll shoot in manual mode, because that gives me a lot of time to mess with my controls. And I can get multiple photos. And you gotta remember too, it's like almost 6 o'clock in the morning, there's not a lot of light. So, this Canon G7X is doing amazing for low light. So I'm gonna have to sit and wait and see if he comes out. Pretty duck, pretty, all covered in colors. Well, it looks like my ducks finally came out. Here, have a look. You see here? They came out to that community log. It seems the log where the turtles all sit. Now I've cropped that in quite a ways. Let me show you. See? That's really cropped in a ways, as you can see. And you see where my, whoops. You see where my focus point is, trying to get the head of the duck. See right there? Now if I zoom in, there they are cleaning themselves, see? Crop don't look too bad. Wish I could get closer though. So what I've been doing is I've got it set in TV mode. You'll see my my histogram moved a bit. I keep adjusting that, so now the histogram's fine. You want the histogram as far right as you can get it. I could even go maybe about there. Yeah, probably about there is pretty good. Now, I'll move the camera. Oh, the ducks are gone. So they must have left. Okay. So I turn this off. And I go with the smallest square. Let me show you. I'm in the square and the smallest. Now what I want to do is put that square on the animal. And I hit my AF on the back to make sure I'm focused. Look at my histogram. Everything looks pretty good. 1125 there. Turn that on now. And this my Canon EOS is on the tripod. Autofocus is on. And I'm going to touch the display where the square is. So then that takes my photo. So then I'm going to come back and you'll see where that square is. And then we'll pinch it and squeeze it in. And there's your final product. The tighter the focus, the better, the further away I am. When I try to use a, you know, when I try to use like any of these other ones, the wide ones, the generalization ones, they don't work again. Face tracking, this one here is only good for really close when you're going to do the eye. I don't think an animal's going to pose long enough for me to do that. And a lot of times I'll squeeze my shutter button halfway. I won't take the picture because I got my ISO to auto and I want to see what that is. So that's 400, so that's good. Anything under 800 is good with me, but you may find it different. I find the lower the ISO, the better the quality. And you'll notice if I up this, okay, let's move it to 250. Now watch what happens. See, my ISO went up to 800. So the higher that is, the higher that is. But the higher that is, the more you freeze things in flight. That's the thing. So if I wanted to freeze a bird flying, I might even go as high as 500. But 125 is good. Okay, that gives me an ISO 400. 125. And you'll see here. And this determines my histogram. Okay, The further right my histogram is, the better. The further left, not so good. Your picture's not as clear. So I try to get that as far right as I can. So I'm shooting up my histogram, my ISO, and my shutter speed is what I'm shooting after. Now if the histogram's too far to the right, I hit this one and I come down more and watch what happens. See how the histogram went all the way to the left? But I want to get it as close to the right as I can. That's just a touch too much to the right. It's coming off. So I'm going to have highlights. So go down one. That's good there. And this changes throughout the day. The more light I get, like right now it's 7 o'clock in the morning, as it gets closer to 10, 12, all that changes. This will stay pretty much the same. ISO stays the same too. But I'm glad I got a photo of those ducks. I was really sitting here pretty patient waiting for them to come out. I was surprised they went and got on top of the log. They don't stay long though. The ducks are very skittish, I find. And if you want to see how far out that is, I mean, I'll come up above the camera here. And that log is way out there. You know, I'm running the 100 by 400 to 1.4 extension. So it's quite a ways out there. I don't even think you can see it on this camera. Let me see if I can zoom. See it way out there? That's about as far as you're going to get on this point and shoot camera. And this is kind of down too far. So okay, so I'm sitting here, you know, and I expected to see the turtles, the geese or ducks or, you know, birds basically. And all of a sudden I see this big thing walking along the bush. And I'm like, was that Sasquatch? You hear a lot of stories about land between the lakes with Sasquatch, right? Because there ain't supposed to be nothing walking over there. It's all water. Look what I got here. See that there? Where the red square is? Watch this. What's that? That's a deer. Oops, let's back up. He's in there. See if we can get one with his head. Because I can't see him. I mean, all I seen was movement. There's his head. Look at that. Look at that. And he's up to his knees, basically. Walking in the water, getting a drink. That's probably the best one there. Where you actually get his head. That's amazing. That was a hard shot to get. Well, let me show you. I mean, there he is. That's all I see. That's it. And what caught my attention was the movement. And I've got it, the focus set on tiny focus, and I'm basically just gently tapping the screen to take the photos. Wish I would have took some more. Maybe I could have got a different position. But I didn't know what it was. I'm seeing more at night than I am during the daytime. Why do you see this photo I just got? And he's still out there. I'm going to get some more. But simply, remember that deer I had? Check this one out. He's literally walking around out there. Now I've got that zoomed way in, but There's now 2 of them out there. They're walking the edge. That's something. I'm going to see if I can get some more photos. Now, I got no clue what those deer are eating. I've never ever seen deer inside the water like that. Normally they're in the cornfields or whatever. But he's definitely eating something. Look at this shot I got. Look at that. He's got his head right in the water. And I don't think he's drinking. Well, that's kind of strange. I'm shooting right across the lake here. I mean, this is really difficult for shooting. I wish I had the 2 times added to this lens to get it a little bit closer. I need to pick up that one. And I'll be able to get a little bit more reach and pull them in. Well, that's really cool though. And it's just a matter of me sitting and really being patient, playing with my equipment, playing with all the settings. I mean, sure, when you get the heck was that? Wonder if the camera picked that up. Even Luna's going crazy. She's looking. What the hell was that? I don't even know if the camera picked that up or not. It didn't sound like something too happy. Whatever it was came from that direction. Oh, hear it. What the hell is that? Sounds like a damn dinosaur. What is that? I'll try and zoom in and pan. My dog is up hunting. She's in hunting mode. Those are deer. That's what those were. They were deer. They're coming up over the side here. I guess that was a buck snorting. Huh. I've never heard one of those before. That was kind of cool. Got her attention. Get your attention, Luna? Get your attention? Yeah. Get your attention? Yes. You've never heard a deer before, have you? No. Must have been the buck snorting. That was quite a distinct sound. I'm really wondering if the camera picked that up. That was something else. So it seems the deer are really moving around. Because, I mean, that was obviously a buck snorting. And there was 2 that I could see that disappeared into the... All I seen were glimpses of the brown and the white. But there might have been more, because it sounded like more trotting. I guess it was warning the other deer to say, hey, there's some danger here, we need to get out of here. I think there was a turkey back there too, because I heard the wings of a turkey too. So, yeah, they come on at night. Everything you get more things at night. What a mess my hair is. Whoa. But everything becomes more active for eating at night than during the morning.